But Leafy, it hurts. Keemstar had to look away. The raw beauty of Leafy inside him was just too much for him to look at. It all started when Keemstar was watching Leafy from the end of the hallway, much too nervous to approach his senpai. He longed for the day when Kelvin would finally notice him and sweep him off his feet. Though he was just so nervous. What if Leafy punched him in his penis? That was until the gnome-ish Kohai had tripped in front of Kelvin while rushing to journalism class. Leafy was right there in front of him. He wanted to cry as he looked up at Leafy, but Leafy looked like an angel as he bent down and helped him pick up his paper. It was like an array of pure cyberbully surrounded him. And that's when Keemstar knew Leafy was the one. After class, Keemstar was getting his gnome books out of his locker. But when he closed it, Leafy was there leaning against the other lockers, all cool looking and stuff. "La Leafy. What are you doing here?" Keemstar asked shyly as he looked away. He jutted his hip out trying to look appealing to Leafy. "I'm here for you, baby. I seen the way you were looking at me. And I want to make you happy. Physically." Keemstar was so caught off guard that he just nodded quickly before fainting on the ground. Leafy, like the heroic cyberbully he was, dragged Keemstar's ogre-like body to the nurse's office and stayed with him all night until he woke up from his coma that he was just put in. "Oh Leafy? What are you doing here?" the gnome man asked as he turned his head towards Leafy weakly. "Don't ask dumb questions," Leafy responded harshly before starting a rough and steamy mating rituals that the gnome culture called make-outing. That night in the nurse's office was one of beauty and passion. Not even Joey's world tour could match the intensity that they shared that faithful night. They played gnome Monopoly. Something that gnomes held sacred to only the truest of couples. They shared sweet passion and love in the nurse's office that night and ended up having babies or something. I think I read that in another fanfiction somewhere. But it's totally canon. But later in like 70 years Gnome Man died and Leafy cried so hard that he also died and they made eternal love in toxic YouTubers hell. Unless you don't believe in hell, then they just died, I don't know.